Let's talk about wheel pose. So wheel pose can often feel really intimidating because it feels like you have to push your entire body up off of the floor just using your arms. So I want to show you two ways that you can shift the focus from your upper body to your lower body. So you're going to want two blocks if you have them, and I'll show you how to use them later. You can see where mine are propped against the wall. But first I want to show you the action that you want to get much more familiar with and maybe more comfortable with so that wheel pose can feel more accessible. So you start lying on your back. Knees are bent, feet are on the floor, okay? And you want your feet, I'm gonna turn so you can see, a little bit wider than your hips, okay? You also want your hands, when you place them, so you're placing your hands so your fingers point towards your shoulders. You want your hands to be wider than your shoulders. You do not need them to be super tight into your head. Okay, once you get here, the common mistake that people make is just rolling backwards, right? Like you're rolling back onto your head to get up, and that's gonna take all of the power out of your legs. And that's actually where you want it. You want it in your legs. So what you do instead is you push into your legs. You gotta lift your heels away from the floor. And then you can pause if you need to on the top of your head to readjust. You can even wiggle your feet out a bit. But keeping your heels lifted, that gives you a lot more space, again, to push forward and then go up into your wheel pose, right? And then as you lower down, again, you're using your arms to help lower you slowly, but you want to use your legs too. Now, if it feels really challenging on your wrists to push up, and you sort of have the idea of, oh yeah, I'm gonna push forward with my legs instead of rolling backwards, that's where the blocks come into play. And you want to prop them up on your wall diagonally, resting on your baseboard if you can. Otherwise, you can prop them up a little bit higher. And that changes the relationship between your hand and the floor, so there's less pressure on your wrists, which can feel like a big relief in wheel pose where, there's a lot of wrist flexion happening. So you set up your blocks, right? Make sure that they're sturdy and stable. Then you lie down like you did on your back, only this time your head is facing the wall. Once you get there, you're gonna place your hands with your fingers pointing towards your shoulders, and you can have your fingers curling over the blocks if you want. Otherwise, you can keep your hands just fully on the blocks. The heel of your hands don't have to come down, right? There can be a little lift there. Now, wherever you happen to be, it's the same idea. You wanna push away, right? I lift my heels so I can push away. So see how big that is? My arms are, and this is dramatic pause, you can see, right? But I'm pushing away from the wall to lift myself up, right? And then I shift away from the wall first to lower down. So the big key with wheel pose is actually to get out of the idea that it's all in your upper body and to remember that your legs are actually stronger. So to recap, I'm gonna show one more time. You can try with me if you like, at the wall or on your mat. You place your hands so your fingers point towards your shoulders. Hands are nice and wide. You grip the mat with your fingers. Lift your hips up, shift forward into your legs. Come onto your head if you need support. Pull your arm bones back and then push into your legs again to press up. And that's it. That is your wheel pose, using your legs more so that you have the power to lift up into wheel instead of feeling like you have to rely on your upper body alone. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll see you again soon.